Welcome to video 6,
where we'll be going over motors. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spin a motor forwards, backwards, fast, slow, and stop it on command.
The first step is to get the motor physically connected.
First step is to plug in your microbit.
Now take the DC power cable and plug one end into the adapter and the other end into the driver board.
Make sure that your driver board is powered on, and you should see the red light flashing to show that it's on.
Look at your motor driver board. It's the one the microbit slots into. See the little terminals labeled M1, M2, M3, M4? Those are the motor ports.
Take your motor's 2 wires and plug them into the M1 terminal. That's the one we'll use for everything today.
Now grab a screwdriver and screw in your 2 wires and make sure they're screwed in tight.
You should be able to pull the wires and they should not come out of the driver board.
Now place your microbit into the slot. Now once you start running your code, which you're going to get into right after this, your motor should start spinning. Now we're going to go through how motors work. So when you control a motor, there are only 2 things you get to decide. The first is speed, how fast it spins. We use a number from 0 to 255. 0 means stopped. 255 means full power, going as fast as it can. And everything in between is somewhere in the middle.
The second is direction, which way it turns. We call these CW and CCW. CW is clockwise, the way the clock hand moves. CCW is counterclockwise, the opposite way. That's it. Speed and direction. Master those 2 and you can control any motor.
Now we're going to go through the actual motor block. Here's the actual block you'll use in the make code. Let's read it left to right because every part is a decision you just learned about.
It starts with the word motor. That just tells the computer what kind of block this is. Next is M1. That's which motor. Remember, you plugged into M1, so we leave it on M1. Then DIR, short for direction, set to CW. That's the way it spins, clockwise. And last, speed, set to 100. How fast? Not too slow, not full blast.
So read all together, this block says, motor 1, spin clockwise at speed 100. You'll find it in the make code under the DF driver category, which is going to be an extension that you have to add in, which we're going to go through now.
Head out to the handouts for this video where you will see the DF driver extension link.
Now you're going to copy the link that you see there and then head over to make code. You're going to press extensions and paste in the link.
Press what pops up and then you should see the DF driver extension added to your category section. All right, your turn to experiment. Follow these 6 steps and don't rush.
1. Add the DF driver extension if you haven't already, like we just went through. So click Advanced, then Extensions, then paste in the link.
2. Drop a motor M1, direction CW, speed 100 block inside your forever loop.
3. Plug in your microbit and hit download. Your motor should start spinning.
4. Now play with the speed. Try 50, then 150, then 255. And listen, you can actually hear it change.
5. Switch the direction to CCW and download again. It should spin the opposite way.
6. Change the speed to 0, and it stops.
Alright, now it's time for your own exploration. Have some fun, change some numbers, maybe even add on a wheel and see it spin the wheel. Have fun!